whole situation is sad, and I don't know how to emotionally manage it. Like, I'm conflicted because I don't ever want to jump in and be a part of a downfall.
In the glittering, chaotic world of Hollywood, where fame, fortune, and scandal crash together like waves, the Kardashian-Jenner dynasty has always reigned supreme. But what happens when the carefully constructed empire built by Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner starts to teeter? Because of secrets too dark to hide? In today's jaw-dropping exposé, we're diving deep into explosive rumors linking Kim, Kris, and hip-hop powerhouse Diddy. Allegedly, during a shocking raid on Diddy's estate, authorities uncovered tapes that could expose the Kardashian family's hidden entanglements in a twisted web of shady dealings and buried secrets. If even a fraction of the rumors are true, these tapes could tear apart everything Kim and her family spent decades building. This is the scandal Hollywood's elite prayed would never see the light of day. Kris Jenner, the mastermind behind the curtain. Before we unravel Kim's drama, we have to talk about the true mastermind, Kris Jenner. For years, Kris was celebrated as the brilliant momager who built an empire. But behind the polished image lies a much darker reality. Allegations suggest Kris didn't simply support her daughter's dreams. She strategically managed every move, chasing fame, fortune, and influence at any cost. Kim's privacy was handed over to the public from a shockingly young age, with Kris reportedly orchestrating every major career move behind the scenes. Sources even claim Kris arranged Kim's high-profile relationships, positioning her within Hollywood's most powerful circles. And the infamous video from 2007. It wasn't just a scandal. It was allegedly part of a carefully crafted strategy to catapult Kim into superstardom. Kim wasn't just a participant. She was the centerpiece of a plan where love, ambition, and business completely blurred together. Kim Kardashian's strategic distancing from Diddy fast forward to today. And the situation gets even messier. Kim and Diddy have shared the same glittering social circles for years, appearing at A-list events, making headlines side by side. But just 24 hours before Homeland Security agents raided Diddy's mansion, Kim made a very public move. She unfollowed him on Instagram. Coincidence? Highly unlikely. Many believe Kim was quietly tipped off about Diddy's looming legal troubles, and her unfollow was a calculated move to shield her billion-dollar brand from fallout. Kim knows how Hollywood operates, and she wasn't about to let someone else's scandal drag her down. But instead of quietly slipping away, her sudden distancing raised even more questions. What does Kim know? And was she trying to cut ties before something much bigger was exposed? The raid. Diddy's tapes could end it all. The federal raid on Diddy's mansion uncovered something that could rock the entire Kardashian-Jenner empire. Video and audio recordings, allegedly showing Kim Kardashian at Diddy's infamous parties, captured in moments that could seriously damage her image. These aren't grainy tabloid photos. They're private, behind-the-scenes tapes, evidence that could forever change how the world sees Kim. For years, Kim climbed Hollywood's ladder, first as Paris Hilton's stylist, then as a star in her own right. But if these recordings are as serious as insiders claim, it suggests her rise may have been built on much darker foundations. Hillsong Church, hush money, and more. And it gets even deeper. The Kardashian-Jenner connection doesn't end with Diddy. It allegedly stretches to the scandal-ridden Hillsong Church, once the go-to spot for celebrities like Justin Bieber. Sources claim a secret fund connected to Hillsong has been used to quietly pay off some of Diddy's alleged victims, and whispers say Kim and Kris's names have surfaced around these payments. Even Justin Bieber is rumored to be tangled up in this, allegedly helping fund the operation behind the scenes. If true, this explosive situation ties together Hollywood, religion, and hidden money in a way more chilling than anyone could have imagined. Kim's sudden move to distance herself from Diddy might have looked smart, but insiders say it could already be too late. Diddy's facing serious federal charges, and now, whispers are swirling that Kim's name could surface too. Diddy didn't pull the strings alone, and if Kim's ties to his world come to light, it could trigger a scandal that takes down Kim, Kris, and the entire Kardashian brand. The frightening part? Kim might not just be guilty by association. She could have quietly profited from everything unfolding behind the scenes. Enter Lou Taylor, Hollywood's darkest secret. Just when you think it couldn't get worse, Lou Taylor's name pops up. She's the powerful manager accused of controlling Britney Spears for years. And now insiders say she had deep ties to Diddy and the Kardashians too. She helped Diddy build his empire. She worked behind the curtain with Kris Jenner. And now, as the walls close in, her name is being whispered right alongside Kim's and Kris's. It begs the question, Was Lou Taylor the true puppet master, pulling all the strings from the shadows? The countdown has started. This isn't just celebrity gossip anymore. It's federal investigations, hidden money trails, powerful churches, and a potential Hollywood takedown bigger than anyone ever imagined. And if the tapes leak, if the financial cover-ups are exposed, if Kim and Kris are officially named, we could be witnessing the fall of one of Hollywood's most powerful families. In real time, the clock is ticking, and the fallout could be historic. Kim Kardashian and Diddy, a twisted history. To truly grasp the scandal's gravity, we have to rewind the tape on Kim's history with Diddy. Their bond wasn't just casual party photos and red carpet run-ins. Kim and Diddy have a history, a deep mutual understanding of how the game works. Diddy, the music mogul who dominated industries. Kim, the influencer turned billionaire who conquered media, fashion, and politics. They weren't just mingling, they were working the system side by side. But when things turned sour, Kim moved fast, unfollowing Diddy, scrubbing public connections, trying to pretend it was all nothing more than ancient history. But the timing, right before the raid, was too perfect. And the rumors that Kim knew what was coming, they won't die down anytime soon. Kris Jenner, pulling the strings, or tangled in the web. If Kim's connection to Diddy was alarming, Kris Jenner's rumored ties are even more unsettling. Kris isn't just a business genius. She's a master manipulator, a woman who turned her family's darkest moments into global fame. She's orchestrated sex tape scandals, tabloid wars, reality TV empires, and allegedly, according to whispers in the industry, much more. Insiders suggest that Kris wasn't just managing her daughter's careers. She might have been deeply entangled with Diddy's empire and all its secrets. The same Lou Taylor who allegedly manipulated Britney Spears was working closely with Kris on Kardashian brands like KKW Beauty and King Kylie LLC. And where Lou went, so did the shadows. The Britney Spears connection, a darker pattern. When fans cried out about Britney Spears being trapped under her conservatorship, most believed it was just a heartbreaking, isolated case. But now, growing whispers suggest it was part of something much bigger and much darker. Sources claim Lou Taylor wasn't just managing Britney. She was allegedly controlling her, manipulating her public image, and fueling her struggles behind the scenes. And shockingly, Diddy's name has surfaced too. Some rumors suggest Diddy was involved, allegedly supplying Britney ahead of her infamous 2007 VMA performance, the moment many believe marked the start of her very public breakdown. According to insiders, it wasn't random chaos. It was a calculated plan, a strategy to take control of Britney's life and fortune, while those behind the scenes quietly profited. Corey Gamble, another dark link. And then there's Corey Gamble, Kris Jenner's longtime boyfriend. For years, people have questioned his role in the Kardashian circle. Kanye West once accused Corey of working for powerful agencies, calling him a handler planted to control celebrities. And Corey's name came up again after the tragic passing of Kim Porter, Diddy's ex. He was one of the first at the scene. Coincidence? Or was Corey there to manage the fallout before authorities could dig too deep? Kanye's warnings once sounded outrageous. Now, people are wondering if he was telling the truth all along. The dark money trail. Meanwhile, even before Kim became a global icon, insiders say she was brushing up against shady money, linked to a businessman later arrested for laundering millions. Stories claim Kim flew to secret gambling dens, once returning home with a trash bag filled with cash. No charges were filed, but the rumors refused to go away. And then there's the California Community Church, a charity started by Kris Jenner, now rumored to be less about faith and more about funneling massive amounts of money back to the family tax-free. The Diddy crisis, damage control in overdrive. As the federal heat closes in on Diddy, Kim and Kris are reportedly moving fast, cutting ties, disappearing from public view, trying to contain the damage. But behind closed doors, insiders say it's chaos. Hush money, silenced insiders, desperate cleanups, and a brand that's cracking under the pressure. Kim's empire isn't looking invincible anymore, and Kris's reputation as a master planner, it's starting to look more like a house of cards. The empire on the edge. This isn't just about Diddy's downfall. It's about a hidden network of power, deception, and dark deals that could bring down Hollywood's most famous family. And if the tapes leak, if the connections are proven, if Kim and Kris get pulled into the federal storm, the Kardashian-Jenner dynasty could fall. And when it does, it might take half of Hollywood with it. Stay tuned, because this storm, it's just getting started.